Good morning. Actually, it's almost noon. Today is my last night was my third night on the caravan to Quartzsite, and the Butterfly Tracts fourth night. We stayed at a Cracker Barrel and very busy town, big city in Texas, and I didn't like it. I mean, I liked the Cracker Barrel, it was great, but the highways and byways and turns and twists and all that were a little scary for me, and it took me almost an hour. I'm just now getting out of that town, but I slept so good last night. It was cool, but I had my windows closed a little better than I did the night before, and I kind of warmed up the car with the car heater before I turned it off. And I slept good. Riley slept good. Last night, me and 5 other of the butterflies went to dinner, and that was a lot of fun, getting to know them better and just talking about our experiences and stuff. It's just so cool to be around people who don't think you're crazy for sleeping in your car. I have a lot of friends at home. They're like, girl, I would never do what you're doing. And I'm like, I know, but I like it, and if you tried it, you might. So anyway, that was fun. I was gonna get coffee at Cracker Barrel this morning before I left, and their coffee machine was down, and I felt so bad for them. I would have planned to make it in my van, but I like to give them business because we sleep in their parking lot. So they didn't have coffee, so I left. And luckily, there was a Panera Bread like half a mile down the road. So I got my Sips Club coffee and drove through this big city that I'm just now leaving. And by the time I got to one of the last exits where I saw another Panera Bread sign, my coffee was gone, my Danish was gone that I bought. So I stopped in and got another of my tea, and it's going to keep me company on the road, because this next part of the drive is supposed to be in the middle of nowhere. But I have about 3 hours from where I am now to drive, and then we're meeting up. We're not going to be at a Cracker Barrel tonight, but I won't tell you yet where we're going to be. We didn't have the dog parade last night that we were going to, but we're supposed to have it tonight if the weather's good, because we are supposed to get a little bit of rain on the way today. So hopefully it won't be raining and we can get a dog parade. It's so cool to see all of us with our dogs, and it's just neat. It's neat to be around people who are similar to you. In a lot of ways, we're very, very different from each other. We come from all different walks of life, and some of us are married, some of us are single, some of us are, whatever, retired. Some of us live on the road full time, and some of us are part time like me, and it's just cool to get to know different people, but have some things in common, like the desire to adventure. That's really cool. I did notice some hills, because we are in Texas Hill Country, and I haven't been this far west yet in Texas. So I'm excited to see what we're going to see. And we're still going to be in Texas. So we're having 3 nights in Texas, because Texas is big, and I've been telling you, it's big. So it's taken us 3 whole nights to get through. But that's okay, just trying to enjoy the journey. And I will keep you posted with anything cool that I see along the way. Riley's snoozing beside me in his seatbelt, because I don't always have him in the seatbelt, to be honest with you. But when we're in a busy city where there could be some stops and starts and, more dangerous situations, I keep him buckled up next to me. But he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. check back with you later. This is a little more hilly than I was expecting. I don't know, I had it in my mind that it was just flat land all the way from Florida to Arizona on I-10. It's a little surprising, but pretty cool. Several years ago when he had to come to school for training, and we kind of made a vacation out of it. But I'm waving to you, Nancy. Hope you're doing well. I went through some really cool mountain passes just a little while ago, but I was on the phone so I couldn't record it. But it definitely doesn't look like Florida. It was really cool. Quite a bit of incline and stuff, so that was kind of neat. But it's really nice seeing a different kind of landscape than what I'm used to. Florida anymore. I don't think the camera does it justice though. This is my view from a rest area on I-10. Good morning. Well, it's the middle of the night. From inside the van, I went to sleep about 9 o'clock. My GPS took me the wrong way to an abandoned town, so I missed meeting up with the other guys in time for the live. And some of them are at a different location tonight, but I am here. I just couldn't drive anymore. It was already dark, and I just wanted to get settled. Yesterday was a very, very, very long day, and I thought I was actually going to get to the destination early. But I'm at this Love's, and my neighbor right here is also a butterfly, and she came here last night. She had already gotten a shower when they changed locations, so she decided to stay put. And I saw in our group text that she was staying put, and I thought, well, if there's another butterfly here, I'll just stay here too. It's one of the louder truck stops I've been to because we're kind of in the front of it, but I feel real safe. I feel safe anyway, but I feel safer knowing there's a butterfly right next door, and if there's a problem, we're here to watch out for each other. She has 2 little dogs too, so we got to talk a little bit during a dog walking session last night. But I'm going to wrap up this video here. In the morning, I'm kind of excited because I'm going to get to go to another state that I've never been to before. And I know that's not a big deal to everybody, but it kind of is to me because I'm 61 and I wanted to see all the states 10 years ago. And I'm a little more than halfway, but part of the reason I'm doing this caravan is to see new states and see new things I haven't seen before, and but still be in the safety of being around other people. And that's really cool. If you get a chance to join a caravan, whether it's across the country like this or somewhere shorter, I highly, highly recommend it. And this morning, let me just give a recap. I didn't take time to work out. I just took my shower and I did my 10 minutes on my hydro massage table at Planet Fitness because why not, And that's the best part. So I did my workout. I grabbed my coffee. I didn't even stop for lunch or anything today. I ended up putting late today when it was getting close to dark and I hadn't eaten. I pulled over and I put my leftover wings from dinner the night before in that 12-volt cooker that I have. And boy, it wasn't long before my car started smelling amazing, and I kept wanting to get to my destination so I could eat them, and then I ended up going a different way because of my crazy GPS. But when it was already dark and I realized I wasn't going to make it to the live in time, I finally pulled over at a rest area and ate my wings, and they were honestly better than they were the night before at the restaurant. So that was kind of cool. But I'm going to close out today for this is part 2 in my Journey to Quartzsite series. And then tomorrow morning, I was talking to my husband on the phone tonight, and I said, it just seems like whatever the GPS says, it takes me twice as long to get there. I said, so I might have to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning to make it the 4 hours, maybe a little more than 4 hours tomorrow, but to make it the 4 hours that it takes to get there by the 5 o'clock live time. So anyway, I'm enjoying the journey. I saw an emu yesterday at a gas station. I saw all kinds of beautiful deer when the GPS was taking me to an abandoned town that was the wrong location. There were tons and tons of these, I think they're deer. They just look different than Florida deer. There was like a water pump that was broken, and it was just free flowing. And I turned this corner and I saw all this movement, and it was tons of these deer that were drinking from this water source. And so I stopped the car because I wanted to take a picture, and by the time I stopped the car, like 2/3 of them had left, but I did get a really quick picture of some of them, and it was just so cool. And then just before dark, I'm just driving down I-4, I-10, and what do I see but 3 black wild pigs running across the street. It was so crazy. And the sunset last night, oh, it was beautiful. And I'm loving these, I don't know if they call them hills. I call them like baby mountains, but the ones with they look like they have a flat top. They're really cool. And of course I'm seeing oil wells and all that kind of stuff too. So, but the sunset in the sky at sunset was just amazing, just amazing. And it's just weird how it looks different in different parts of the country, because where I live in Florida, we have really cool sunsets too, but these just look a little bit different. And that's the joy of this whole thing, is seeing the differentness everywhere. So I'm going to just say goodbye for now. I'm going to hopefully go back to sleep for a little bit, and I will talk to you in part 3. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. It's really fun sharing it with you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.